What's going on, traders? John with Tactical Trading here with our weekly watch list. We're going to be talking about quite a few of the same stocks that we talked about on the OTC Saturday video, a couple of other stocks that I do want to bring up that I want you to keep an eye on this week, and a few sectors that we're going to be watching going forward. It's not much different than what we've been talking about for weeks and weeks on these channels, or on these videos here. We've been watching the EV sector very closely. Alternative energy is solar, wind, anything but fossil fuels we're watching very closely, and we'll also be looking closely at the mining sector, especially for EV batteries like lithium mining and things of that nature. These are the sectors right now that are very hot, especially with the Biden administration moving away from fossil fuels. As we all know, Biden canceled the Keystone Pipeline. Do you think that's a good move or a bad move? That doesn't really matter. It's not up to us to make those decisions, but it is up to us to make the decisions on what we're going to trade according to those decisions coming from the executive branch of the United States office here. So obviously, again, we're watching solar, wind, we're watching lithium mining and other mining companies. We're also basically, I'm not talking about gold miners or silver miners. I'm talking about mining for minerals, mining for energy minerals and things of that nature, anything used for energy, and then also the EV sector. What we're going to start off here, I have an EV play that I want you to take a look at. This is a play that was actually down 20% on Friday, but had a nice run towards the middle of last week, and this is Cool Technologies, WARM. This stock closed at 0.0259. Again, it was down 20%, so this is an EV play that I want you to keep an eye on. I think this thing has huge potential. We saw what DSGT has done and possibly still will do, and I just want you to keep a close eye on that one. We're watching that one this week. I think this thing, with the climate right now, I think this thing has 10 cents written all over it. Another stock we're going to be watching is PHI Group, PHIL. This is a TRIPS play that I want you to keep a close eye on. This stock closed at 0.0008. It was up 166% on Friday. Typically, these plays do continue. I think by sometime midweek, this thing can be towards the the 14 or 15 area, if not better. So this is definitely a stock you need to keep your eye on. Watch for any breakouts. Probably look for a little bit of a, it could have a little bit of a pullback, but I think this thing will rebound and then run pretty strong. Like I said, these are the hot plays in the market right now. It has a lot of things going on for it. I'd like you to take a look and do your due diligence on this company and watch this thing going forward. These are the two plays that we did not mention in the OTC Saturday video. A solar play we will be watching is one we have mentioned before. We mentioned it about 3 weeks ago on OTC Saturday and a watch list, and then also yesterday on OTC Saturday, which is TGI Solar Group, or TGI Solar Power. That's TSPG. That one closed at 0.0231, up 44% on Friday. I do anticipate that continuing. I really like this stock going over the next few weeks. Another stock we're going to be watching very closely is NIHK. That's Video River Network. This one closed at 0.0744. This was up 13% on Friday. Do like this play. I think we need it to really start running. I think we need the catalyst of the caveat emptor being pulled off. So as far as there being an urgency to buy it, you just don't want to be caught when that CE gets dropped and have to chase this thing. So you're better off probably taking a position, if you're planning to take a position in this one, taking it before the caveat emptor is dropped, because if you don't, then you're going to be chasing this thing because it's very thin, and once the caveat emptor is dropped, this thing's going to be in the teens, very quickly. Within probably a half hour, 45 minutes, we're going to see this thing just take off. I've seen this stock, do 2-cent swings in a matter of 10 minutes. So once that news pops, we're gonna see this thing fly. Another stock we're going to be watching this week is Greater Cannabis Company. That's GCAN. We talked about that, or GCAN. We talked about that yesterday in the OTC Saturday video. The stock closed at 0.0095, down 3%. We're watching that one very closely this week. I think some of the momentum is going to pick up because of the catalyst that they had towards the end of last week, with them paying off all of their convertible debt and all their convertible notes. Typically in the OTC market, when something like that happens, we do see a multi-day run with that, and it had its pullback on Friday, so I anticipate that one continuing going into next week. Another stock we're going to be watching is American Diversified, ADHC. Stock closed at 0.0105, down 10% on Friday. Just looking, they actually came out with a PR, giving a little bit of a company update late last week. That means, something they haven't even made a mention of anything since April. So that's a sign that they're going to start putting out some PRs, that they're getting, more active, and they have some plans because they want to get some eyes on the stock. So I do like that one. Has a very good share structure. So that's one I am looking at next week and probably a couple of weeks thereafter. Another stock that had a great run on Friday, it just started to pick up, and this is STWC Holdings. STWC stock closed at 0.0039. It was up 50% on Friday. The first green day pattern, I anticipate that continuing tomorrow, and if this thing gets momentum, we can see a penny in this one rather quickly. So STWC, I really like that one. A couple other stocks we are going to watch going into the week. We're going to be watching OMID Holdings, OMID. That's a stock that I mentioned last week. I want you to keep a close eye on that one. I think we may be getting a little bit of a pullback in that one, but it has, probably 15-20 cents written all over this thing, in my opinion, maybe 25 cents. Who knows the way some of these stocks have been running. We're also looking for the same thing in NIHK. We're looking at SFIO, that's smoke-free Initech, SFIO. Right now, there is no urgency to buy this thing, except for the fact that once that caveat emptor gets removed, which could be any day now, it could be tomorrow or it could be next Monday or any time in between. I really have no idea when that thing gets removed, but the fact that they're a little more active as far as, updates and things of that nature, I really think that something's happening with this company rather quickly. And when that does, like I said, this is one of my top stocks for 2021. I think this thing, when it's all said and done, has 75 cents to $1 written all over it. And right now, this thing closed at 0.041. It was up 21% on Friday. So as you can see, this thing hit a low of 3 cents. People started seeing that and started buying that one up. So I really like SFIO. We are also watching Hop On Inc., HPNN. This one closed at 0.002. It was flat on the day on Friday. We are anticipating an attorney letter being dropped sometime this week, I would imagine, by the CEO. He put out a tweet just yesterday talking about he's working with a large law firm, and they're obviously really detailed with putting out, their attorney letters for getting current with the OTC markets. So, he's been talking about this for a couple weeks now, so I do anticipate that thing coming this week. So we're watching Hop On Inc. very closely. And last but not least, we're watching World Series of Golf. That's WSGF. Stock closed at 0.0265, down 5%. Again, I think this stock has major potential with a huge market as far as their peer-to-peer and Airbnb type business that they have going on, the actual cryptocurrency that they're actually trying to develop for the payments and transactions for these for these resort places that they're actually going to be renting out. They're acquiring more properties. So and they also talked about them having a possibility of close to $100 million in revenues for 2021 alone. With their share structure, that makes them worth a lot more than they're worth right now at a little over 2.5 cents. So stocks we're watching this week, again, we're watching OMID, we're watching ADHC, we are watching GCAN, STWC, TSPG, WSGF, NIHK, HPNN, SFIO, and then the last two that we did not mention in the OTC Saturday were WARM, that's Cool Technologies, and PHI Group. That's all I got for you today. As always, please like, please share, please subscribe. Any comments or questions, put them in the comment section below. I know for the past couple weeks I haven't been very responsive with that. I've had a lot of stuff going on, but I will respond to any questions that you have. Also, follow me on Twitter. I'm actually a little more responsive on Twitter because throughout the day I'm actually looking at the Twitter page and putting lifetime updates. You can follow me there at John R. Spano 1. That's John R. Spano 1. And again, I want you to keep an eye on alternative energies, EVs, the same stuff we're looking at. With the Biden administration, we're moving away from the way we used to do things to the way, we're looking to do things. And with that goes a lot of cash, and that pushes a lot of stocks northbound. So I want you to keep a close eye on that stuff. And as always, traders, let's get that money.